to understand whatever product you are using, whatever purifier you are using, related to that we are going to understand. So we want to understand the purchase journey, what was the, and I will be showing you certain concept to understand. So let's start with your kitchen tour. We are starting with the kitchen tour. This is the kitchen, this is the extended chamber for electronics. This is your sink area, right? This is our wastage that is going in the sink area. Have you paid anything extra? No, I don't remember if I have paid anything extra. In case there is a spill out, then what happens? When you're filling water bottles and all that. So these are the bottles that you are using. Yeah, there are many more that is in fridge. All glass bottles are in fridge. These are for the regular use. We just don't keep the water in it. Can you just fill one of the water bottle? We want to capture the video. It's a small water. If it's a large bottle, the ones in my fridge, I will keep it like this. Can you just bring it and show it to us, please? They want to understand how do you operate it. So you have to hold the pulley. I can leave it also. Then I leave it. I'll just put it and then I leave it, and I will do the work, some work, because I know in how much time it is going to fill. Even it's very easy, my kids can also do it. It usually takes 30 seconds or something. It's a 1 liter. People used to place it on a shelf, and rest these bottles go in the fridge. I have RO. I know it has a UV facility. I make sure I don't fill up the bottles. You don't store it until and unless it will go in the fridge. So for that purpose, you use glass bottle. You don't use plastic bottle, no. So when you got it installed, first of all, I would like to know when you bought it. I bought it in 2019, and you got the service technician from the company or from the store. from the company, and you told him this is the place you have to install it. Here earlier also you were using the RO. Yeah, this was the place I am using the RO earlier also. At the time of buying, when you went to buy this, was there any consideration in terms of how big the RO would be, and it fit this particular place? Not that much, because I was looking for a Kantaro, and I have an idea of a Kantaro in my other house. In Gurgaon, I have a Kent RO which is under the counter, under the sink. We got it installed in 2018, right? So it was easier for me to compare because I know about Kent very well. Although it was not in my house, this house, but I was aware because this was in my house earlier. It is a similar size, not much difference, and I was sure that I have to go for a Kent. Then I want to go with a copper technology because of some other brand. Then I come to know that you cannot use copper water in summers. It's not good for health. So where does it water? Where is the water intake comes from? So my the direct water comes in here, the tank water over here, yeah, and from there it goes to through these pipes, right? And through one of these pipe there is an outlet. So you got it installed. I believe it was there for earlier RO as well. No, it was not there. From at that point of time, from where do you get the water? It was not this system, it was something else. I think they have extended the wire from here to somewhere, but it was something else. This is done by Kent people. Did they charge you anything extra for it? I really don't remember. That I don't remember. I didn't think so. That's why I don't remember. If they would have charged me anything, I would have remembered. I'm asking you, I want to understand your opinion. You, you have seen the purifier near the sink area. It has a water storage. And the people have their thought it might spill if you are going to have a installation done over here. I didn't have the option. You can understand I don't have any option to put the RO under the sink. Once I have a bigger house, I can have. I have asked many people, do you store the wastewater? It is not going to spill. I'm so sure about it. And you make sure your kids also use it. How old your kids are? They're 9 years and 13 years. They don't spill. So just once in a year, it is going to spill. If it is going to spill, then she is aware that her mama is going to take her happiness away. How often do you get this service done? It's been I have purchased in 2019. Uh, from past 3.5 years, I'm using this. So you got the service done. You got the service done from the time you were aware the spillage also happens. At that time, at that point of time, I ensure that I keep a bucket here. I keep it bucket here so it doesn't spill so much. I get the service minimum every 6 months, and sorry, it gets service minimum after every 6 months. If the water taste is not up to the mark, then I will call them. Otherwise, they come off their own. I get the message that service is due. Just a minute. There is the water will come. I have keep on holding the bottles. You only want to use 1 liter. I will use either a 1 liter or 2 liter at times. Do you use 2 liter? Not at present. When I go for a journey, then I require a big bottles. Big bottle you carry when you go out station. Did you ever consider this on shelf? Not at all. Just for the reason you can just hold it. There is an area behind. This is much easier. I don't hold it and get the water filled after holding. There is a different needs for different people. I just told you in my other house in which is in Gurgaon, which is under the sink. The RO is under the sink. My need was I want to put the RO under the sink. Being here, I want to hide the RO, so it was more costlier also. The keeping the consideration of the space. If I'm going to keep it in the shelf, the space is going to go away. You are not going to utilize the shelf. I'm keeping the bottles which I have to use. If anyone wants to drink water, they can drink the water from the bottle. As you mentioned that holding the bottle, you cannot place it under the counter. I don't have an option. The house required the major renovation. The kitchen size would be the same. Any questions you have? No, I don't have, so we can move. The way you went to the kitchen, it was a bit weird though, but that's okay. Your main point was about the kitchen. Your main point was about the kitchen and the RO, so I don't mind that. No, I would be asking you certain question, but last, let's start with your introduction. Who all are there in your family? Since from how long you have been residing? I am a homemaker. This is my great grandfather's house. As you can see, this is very old, right? My in-laws are in Gurgaon, so I'm here in this house from last 9 years, because my husband office got transfer in Delhi and my kids schools are in Dwarka. It becomes easier for me and for them to to go to commute from here. Rest earlier I was working in Gurgaon earlier, but now I was working earlier with the IndusInd Bank. Now I'm a homemaker. That's how I said I have two houses. Obviously, we go over there quite often and weekend as well. Rest over, we are here from 8.5 months, and we are four people in the family. So my parents are also there because they are going to. They just came. They are going to go to Amrit Vaishno Devi. So we have disturbed them. No worries. I was already aware. So from past to say 8.5, 9 years, you are residing in this house. How old are your kids? You told me 9 and 13 years. Who takes care of the kitchen? Me, all by yourself. There is a household, there's a help. There is any other member of the family who assists you? It's you only. Okay. So actually, my husband is working with a HDFC Bank. He really doesn't have time at all. Uh, I have to take care of the complete household. So I have to take care of all the things of my house. I have to take care of the kids, shopping, household grocery, household things. I can see you have a modular kitchen with cabinets. Yeah, the one which is near the sink, that that is for utensils. There is the wet in utensils, so the water can directly come down. What sort of water you get there? It's a supply water. It's a Delhi Jal Board water, and you have a provision for our groundwater as well. No, which generally people do use of their do of their own. I There is a one extra tank. There is a one separate tank, but we don't use it that often. If there is any water shortage, I want to understand, you have a provision for a groundwater and you have a separate tank. It is not mixed with the other tank. Overall, how many times you have a problem? If you face maybe once a blue moon, how much liter of the tank is? I think my tank is of 1,000 liter. 1,000 liter, one tank is of 1,000 liter, and the tank is of 500 liter tank. 1,000 liter tank is of Delhi Jal Board, and you have a separate connection for both the tanks. Yes, and 500 is for the grounded water. So that generally you are using a Delhi Jal Board water. If there is any kind of a shortage, then you will use the groundwater, and you don't have a connection with the connection of a groundwater in the kitchen. It's just outside. There is one tap. It is a common tap with me and my neighbor. There is one common tap with me and my neighbor. Okay, interesting. So the Delhi jailbird water which comes, I have I remember when I used to have, I have a aqua brand RO before, aqua brand, which was really bad. I had to change it within a year and a half or so. And before that, we used to get Bisleri waters. So it was really a really bad experience. I used to ask my neighbors if you can give me a water, because my distilled water is not working, is not good. Then they used to know, told me we are using a Delhi Jal Board water. We never thought of using a Jal Board water. Many people drink direct water of Delhi Jal Board, but we never drink. If you talk about the mineral water brand as well, so I think I will go with Aquafina. Uh, so if nothing is not available, then I can get a Bisleri, but I usually used to get a Aquafina. I used to get only Aquafina, not 20 liters. I used to get 1 liter. I don't like the 20-liter water size. I don't like the water bottle size of 20 liter. I don't like the taste. I used to buy one whole crate of 1 liter, whole box of 1 liter Aquafina. It is costly, but it helps matter a lot. Then finally, I decided to go for a Kent RO. The migration from which year you bought Aqua Grande? I have Aqua Grande RO for one and a half year. Um, what made you shift? Aqua Grande was giving a very bad result. What make you shift from Aquafina to Aqua Grande? The necessity was that you want to have a regular water. Aquafina was getting very expensive. I used to get the one whole box of Aquafina. Then I searched for a RO. Then I got the option Aqua Grande. If we talk in terms of the water taste, the Aqua Grande was not giving good water taste. So again, it's a a relative thing, not from Aquafina. Aquafina is again just like a RO water, but the out of all the Bisleri brand, I will rate Aquafina number one. What is bad in Aqua Grande? You said it. You got RO install of Aqua Grande. The water taste was very bad. The person was not very well trained. He was a very shabby kind of a person who used to come for service. So did you bought it from a local player here? Aqua Grande was bought from a local shop. Kent is again from the retailer, but then again it's a electronic paradise, the name of the store, name of the shop. You got the water throughout the night. Overnight we get the water. Sure, we will get the water till 6:30. Have you never tried? I don't live this in this area. Over the night, the water in my area doesn't come. We were there in the night. In the night, we don't get the water. In morning, I used to get 1.5 hour. I'm just talking about the overnight. I am sure nobody has tried it. Earlier, it used to be, but I don't remember. There is a time it start coming at 11:30, 12, and overnight for sure it will come. Strange. Even my neighbors told me in the night there is no water from past 10 days. Overnight there is a water for sure. If you are going to uh, run the water from 2 to 4, then definitely it is going to get filled. Is there any change in the timings, or for that matter, for how long does it come? It comes overnight. In summers, there is always a water shortage. So, do you feel there is any difference in the night? I'm sure. I'm blindly sure the overnight the water is going to come. So I keep in trying one day as well. But if it is coming, what's the harm in trying? Do you have a pump or something? Yeah. So the RO which you are using, this won't be an issue for you if I just put the question on my lap. till the time it doesn't capture your face, we don't have any kind of a problem. The RO which you are using currently, what all purpose you use that RO for, the RO water for drinking, for cooking. If you have to cook something, just go there. I will fill the water bottle and get the cooking done. And the ones, there are two 1 liter bottle and one is 2 liter bottle, which got in my husband car. So we were traveling, so there is that bottle in the car. For cooking you use any bottle specifically or any bottle, there are three 1 liter bottle. That's why I'm telling you, two is a stainless steel bottle, and then 1 2 liters plastic bottle. So I use those three bottles for cooking. At present I just took them for traveling, so 2 liter bottle is in my husband's car. So you do the washing, I do the washing vegetable is also done with the RO water. Last wash, even the last wash of the pulses I will do with the RO water. First wash will be from the normal tap and the last wash will be from the RO water. From 2019 you have been using it. So if we have to understand, you did all the search or it was a mixed decision, it was a joint decision. uh, I did it, but not at all my husband. He finally ending into the end, for everything in the house. He just asked me, if anything better than this, don't think about the money. But if anything is better than this, you just go with it. He pay for it and you do all the researches. So that's how we do the purchase. So now he doesn't even pay for it. He just give me the credit card and he will just give the credit card. He will say, I don't have so much of time, but he always asks me, if it is better, if something is better in the market, you just go. Just if you can go back into the time and you just tell me what were the concern you were facing with Aqua Grant, and once somebody has a better experience, then they put more efforts to search around to buy a new product. I guess, as I was in Gurgaon, normally we have a normal RO. The version which I was having earlier above the that was also above the sink. Just before we shifted here, we thought that there was a renovation work which we got done over there. The complete renovation, the kitchen was completely made new, right? So when we got that made, so we thought we required under the sink RO, so space can save. Knew someone around the line. The Kent is the one brand which I will go for. The water taste has always been the best. Where do you tasted the water? Uh, that was Gurgaon, where you got the kitchen. I'll explain you. You bought Kent for there as well. I was having Kent only there when I got married. Let's start from there. When I got married, which is 2006, there was a Kent RO always there. We got the house renovated in 2016. Then we got Kent under the sink RO. Got it. The taste remains the same. There were there were a few problem which is there under the sink RO which we have seen. What kind of problem? The tap gets uh, open, the extra tap which comes, that the tap gets broken very easily. But the best part is that they give the connection to one of the normal tap. The tap which comes extra, it definitely broken. The plastic is not that good. I don't think it is a plastic tap. I am sure it is a stainless steel. It is this thin. The nozzle get broken very easily. The where there is a joint, and then then RO start leaking. That is a major problem that can should change. So they have given the connection to a normal tap. So they have made a direct connection so that it become easier. You can fill up from there, and there is a direct arrow water is coming. So when we came here after that, we personally thought of can, and we don't want to increase the expense, and we thought Aquafina bottles will do for it. We started getting the carton. We also trying the big 20 liter, but the taste was pathetic. What I thought, wherever you take it from, in a bigger shop you will not get the 20 liter. There are wholesaler from where you get it from, and the wholesaler definitely they refill it. That's how I feel. They are not providing a genuine water. Then we started getting a Aquafina carton from a good brand shop. I don't want to buy for a wholesaler. I want to buy it from a good branded shop. If I buy a Aquafina carton from a Lee, Marche or a Krishna, I used to get a good discount. So to go to the wholesaler is not a big point for me. Then I kept on using it, Aquafina. Then I realized the cost is again going high. We want to reduce the cost, but it was again going much high, because you can't reduce the water intake at any cost. There are times that you will notice there is a shortage of water bottles, and you have to search. And when somebody comes, you have to search, and then there is a less water in the house. And if some sweeper is asking or a housemate is asking to have a drinking water, it pinches. So denying the drinking water to someone is really bad. Then we finally ended up buying another purifier. We got a water purifier. Then I thought, why to go for a costlier version? I have seen the advertisement of a Kent in a newspaper. It it was showing the price range of 7,000, 8,000. I convinced my husband it was costing 7,000, 8,000. So we went for it. No, she was not talking about Kent. Right now she is talking about the Aqua Grant. Aqua Grant costed her 7 to 8,000. And for a couple of months I got a neat and tidy water, but slowly and gradually what happened, the water taste was not good. We started calling with them. Firstly, the first year service was free. It was not chargeable. We were calling them again and again, but I don't like Aqua Grande taste. Then finally, in between, my kids were not well, so they started having a stomach problem. After 1 year or so, it went 1 year or it went for 3 4 months. Then finally my father-in-law told me, you have to take a decision. um, the only problem you are facing, whenever you go to the doctor, he used to tell us there is a water issue. So for us, moreover above everything is your health. So with kids, it was really getting worse. Then we finally thought we have to go for a better brand. I have heard about a pure copper technology. Although I was very sure I will go for a Kent. Then I saw a machine, black and copper technology machine. I really like the aesthetic looks. It's very beautiful. But then I thought, I got the house renovated, I will get it. But by the time I was also searching, then my husband was telling me, whatever you like, you do, you just buy that. Then I searched for it. Someone down the line I come to know, and I asked my relatives also. Few of my relatives told me, when it is too hot water, when there is too hot weather, it is not so good to use a copper water. It was shocking thing for me. They told me use it is not good to use a copper water when it is too hot. So then that was a complete no-no. Then came Kent. I didn't search for any other brand. And about Kent, 2 years back, this was the best. I went, I asked which is the best. They told me this one. They they told me this model, which is the Grand Plus, Cant Grand Plus. It has UV and a UF, which is ultra filtration, and UV, which it's a light which keeps the water clean for a storage. You don't have to keep the water bottle filled for a longer time. That is the reason I don't fill the water bottle. All this thing has been explained by the shopkeeper. Yeah, I checked it online. I on obviously served a lot online completely. After that, I went to Vijay Sales, then I went to Croma, then I went to this Sargam Electronics. Interesting. Why you went to all these stores to check the rates? The at Sargam, I like a Pureit copper technology to check if anything is better, which I didn't get come across to check the price option, but I ended up buying it from a Electronic Paradise. These are 3 4 shops which is there in my vicinity, Janakpuri. Why you have purchased it from the Electronic Paradise? Most of the electronics in my house is from Electronic Paradise. They have a better rates, or what, they give the best rates, they explain it better. And the person, the one particular salesman, he's Nitik, I can even name him. So that person does really give us a good option, and with that you can deny the things which and with one, but he's the one, he can deny the things which is not good. After checking, after checking it everywhere, I went over there. Ev- every human being is of the nature, this person trusts me blindly, so I should play with this person, but that salesperson doesn't play with me. So I check online. I went to other stores. I knew all the feature. For me, it is important that he explained me all the features, and then he explained me all those features are correct. After listening to so many, after visiting to so many places, and he told me this is the best, so you can go for it. So then finally I went for this Kent, and after that it came home. If you remember anything, what all was told you in terms of the RO, UF, you have told me UV, UF, RO. These are the different technologies there, which is there. What else he has explained you? How much is the storage tank? 8 or 9 liter. Then he also told me the filtration speed, which I don't remember. Then he also told me about the filtration speed, which is higher. He told you about the meaning of the filtration speed, how much it is going to be useful for you, water wastage will be less, something like that he told me. That's what he told me, and that's how I understand. So you are saying, he told you about the storage capacity, he told you about the water filtration rate. Any other thing he has explained you? He told me about the warranty, the main thing which you like about the Kent, apart from the brand name and the trust you have on the brand. Anything else, anything particular? He told you it retains the mineral. After complete filtration, it retains the minerals. It is healthy for the body, and it maintains the mineral level as well. It doesn't go much higher. It doesn't go much lower. The level, it maintains the level which the body needs. Is there any way to check that? There is a small meter that is for the TDS checking. Did he check TDS level? He also checked the TDS thing. There is one more thing he has checked for mineral. I remember only that a small meter. I think that thermometer type. It is for TDS only. Okay. So They told you he told you it retains mineral, and you felt that it is good for you. Not only him, I have checked online also. In online also, these details were coming. But whole this whole thing, I was sure, but something down the line, the Kant uh, trust is there, but that trust is not with the Hema Malini who is endorsing Kant. The with me, the trust is with the Kant brand, as we were using Kant from 2006, and this one I'm using it from 2019. From past 13-14 years, I'm using Kant RO, so I was aware. You also mentioned about UV filter and UV and UF. You did you check with them, or did you check online why you require these technology? Yes, that's what I told you. I He explained me about the ultraviolet rays, and I have also checked in a storage tank there is a ultraviolet rays which keeps the water clean. It is better for bacteria and virus. For UF, he told me ultrafiltration, which I checked online. This is a all around filtration. Whatever the bad particles of the water is going to be there, it is going to come out, and it retains the good water. And in purity, you have seen copper filter was coming. And if we talk in terms of the Kant, in Kant, I have heard about the alkaline latestly. There is some alkaline thing which has come in Kant, and which says it is very good, and we use for babies as well. That water has a good mineral. For alkaline also, there are 2 3 features when I check. So this is good for baby, this is good for adults, something like that. It is a complete family package. But I'm still thinking, if I talk about the Kent, mine is the best. My sister-in-law also got her house renovated. She got a 5-story house built up in Punjabi Bagh, and she has got a RO filter, 2 floor. She has a Kent only, which she already has the 1 floor, which is a main kitchen area. She get Aerosmith fitted. I really admire that. A Smith, why A Smith? Due to the looks, and it also have a hot water. Do you think there is a need for hot water in a RO system? If you could check my shelf, I keep a kettle extra, right? So one water is in the kettle. I really don't know. Every time I have to empty, and I have to fill the fresh water and keep it on. So that is one extra thing which I have to do these days. Most of the people accept drinks uh, in our house. We try to have a lukewarm water. It's me and my husband takes a lukewarm water. It's for the entire day. Me and my husband takes entire course of the day. Kids take in the winter. My kids in summers prefer taking a cold water, but which I don't allow, so they take a normal water. Tell me one thing. One of the important thing which you have mentioned about the UV and U, UV filter, it is good for the water which stores in the tank. If you get an option of sterilization, sterilization can be done through the 2 ways. The water which is stored in the water tank, the water can be sterilized of that. Also, the water which is coming out of the tap, what I'm trying to say over here is, one is the tap RO is also going to get sterilized. There is a one thing, the water is going to sterilize which is there in the tank. But if we talk in terms of the, are you getting my point? In the tank, the water which is coming, that is not sterilized. There is an option you will have a complete sterilized option. The tap is also going to be completely sterilized, and in the water which is in the tank is going to be completely sterilized. I would go for a tap sterilized one. This gives me very good answer to your question. Over here also there is one option, you can close the tap. There is a option of closing the tap, which I have hardly done. If there is any insects, sometimes my husband has a feeling if some insect is going to go inside, then what will happen? If any germs are going to be there, what you normally do, you will fill the bottle like this, the germs are going to go in the bottle. So this is an amazing option if you are getting a sterilization, that if you get the tap sterilization. The Kent Arrow which you are using currently, which type of tank it has? It is a stainless steel tank, or it is a normal plastic tank? Do you have any idea? I think it is a plastic, I'm not sure. From outside I have this feel only. What do you think, which one is better? Stainless steel. Why stainless steel? Plastic is not good for us in any case. Actually, I have not heard about a stainless steel tank. I have heard about a copper technology, but I have not heard about a stainless steel tank. So got it. You told me the tank capacity of your RO is 8 to 9 liters. Do you what do you think the capacity of the tank is going to be more? It is an important thing for you, or you can go with the less capacity of the tank? To be very frank, my RO is always on. I don't switch it off. So it's always fill. If even I fill 2 water bottles or 4 water bottles at a time, as you usually yourself has seen, I usually don't store. I really don't think it makes any difference to me. As per you, what should be the ideal tank capacity? Your for as you are a family of four, for me it is fine. So this is 7 to 8 liters, but at a time you fill at max 4 bottles, right? Yeah, right. According to you, how much tank capacity is okay to you? How much minimum tank capacity is okay for you? Beyond that, I won't buy. Beyond this much of capacity, I won't buy. I won't buy less than 7 to 8 liter. 7 to 8 is bare minimum. I won't go less than this. For me, what is more, if the liter, the more tank capacity is there, I don't want to go for a higher size also, because it is going to capture the more space. Why you want to have a tank capacity of 7 to 8 liter? Because that is your bare minimum need. With the RO, I don't want to connect with a boring water. I'm using a Delhi Jal Board water, that is a government supply. If the water is not coming, then I will have a problem. If storage tank is less, if the Delhi Jal Board water is coming 24/7, then I'm okay with 2 liter tank. But see, it's not that Delhi Jal Board water is directly connected to the RO. You have a tap in your overhead tank. Second thing I'm trying to ask from you, I understood if there is gel board water you can't rely on, so that's why you want to have a bigger tank of RO. But if you see ideally, Delhi gel board water is not connected to your RO, it goes to your overhead tank, and in your overhead tank the water is there, and then it comes down in the tap in winters, and then you get your water fills. In winters also, do you get your water fill in the bottles? In refrigerator, I keep the bottles in a winters also. For drinks you need a cold water. So in fridge you have a bottle, but whenever you are using it from a direct form. Even for the normal usage water, I fill it from the RO. Rest I told you, me and my husband prefer to take a lukewarm water. Obviously, that also I fill fresh. So still you will go for a 7 to 8 liter. I would prefer 7 to 8 liter only. Okay, just a minute. So if I have to understand, say if I have to understand in total what is the water usage in your home, like out of 100 liters or for a matter 10 liters, how much water you are using for cooking, how much water you are using for drinking, how much water you are using for washing, major for washing, I'm sure. That is a last wash of lentils and vegetables. I'm talking about a RO water only. I'm asking about a RO water. I'm not asking about a general usage of water. I'm using a RO water. Maximum I'm using RO water for drinking out of 10 liter. If it is 10 liter, for example, I think 70 to 80% for drinking, then 10% for cooking. Ac- Actually, no, 70% for drinking and 10% for cooking and 20% for washing. If you have to tell me your routine quickly, starting from the morning, the first thing when you use your RO, for what purpose you will take out the water and in which utensil. First thing is the kettle, having a lukewarm water. Then kids are now not going to the school, so uh, when the kids are going to the school, I will fill the waters bottle for my kids. Then I start cooking. The first thing I will require the washing vegetable, peeling them. Then again I require the water. What I do, I keep 4 bottle in front of me. I fill 4 bottle in front of me. Starting from washing, from cooking, you will use it, the last wash. Even if I require more, then I can fill it again. Okay, got it. So then post that, drinking. Then in the evening, while cooking food. So I'm now moving to the concept part. One thing which I missed, to knead the dough. That also comes in the cooking. So over here, I have some concepts. If I can keep it here, the first I'm going to show you some key features, and would like to take your opinion on that. We are planning to launch new model or new variant in the market. So for which these are the USPs, the key feature of those product. This is the similar tab which is under the sink purifier which a Kent has. This is USP 1, clean wash water electrolysis, that you will get a separate outlet for a electrified water which you can use to wash off your vegetables and things. It says eco-friendly washed water can remove harmful bacteria. Eco-friendly sterilization is possible without using detergent. So these days we are having ITC mile. Basically, this is for the kind of, we are getting a small powder packets to to sterilize the food, the vegetables. This water has a capacity to clean the vegetables. It sounded good, super interesting. But this is only for cooking and clean. This is for only cleaning, not for cooking as well. This is just for, you don't require anything extra For a drinking water, there will be another option. It's amazing. There will be two outlets. This is a separate outlet, but you can't drink this water. So, what do you think about it? It's super amazing. What excited you about this technology? Why you are finding it super amazing? In pandemic, we have lot of problem to clean the vegetable again and again. It was a huge fuss, dipping them in a water. Obviously, after a couple of hours you have to wait and then you have to clean it. It was a big fuss. You have to be on your toes to do all those things. So it is a very good thing. When one go you can do all the things. Obviously you are going to save the efforts and time. If I have to understand, there are certain things I would like to know on preference basis, on the scale of 1 to 7, 1 being lowest and 7 being highest, how much marks you will give to this particular feature in terms of preference, how much you like it. 7. On relevance basis means how effective it is for you, how many marks you will give to this particular feature. 7, you find really interesting, relevant. Yes. What do you think would be the additional cost that you would like to pay for this feature over and above? Sub, if this RO is for 19,000 rupees, the base level RO is a 20K. With this feature, how much money you are willing to pay extra? 6 to 7K. So do you think this feature would be appreciated by the people? I don't know before, but these days everybody would love it. But even prior to COVID, everybody wants to have a pure vegetables, and then everyone knows they are covered with chemicals, wax and all. So everyone would love to have this kind of a feature. So that would be a USP. So this is a good feature. So another one I have is measure field. Measured field is it will not spill. You can choose. If my water bottle is 250, then I can choose it. It is going to stop there. I got it. Or you can choose it for 500 or for 1,000. That's what I do. That is the only place where it spills it with me, not with my kids. Once maybe with my kid once a year, and for me twice a month, because I try to manage everything, but then it spills. Sure, it surely spills. So this is a super amazing feature. So do you think you require this kind of a feature? Yeah, this is amazing. I require. Preference wise, how much you would like to rate it on the scale of 7? 6? Liking wise 7. So you mentioned this is a super amazing feature. I have given 6 because I don't want to like to pay much cost for it. But suppose if it is going to get installed above the sink, then if it is going to get installed over above the sink, then also I'm not willing to pay extra. I'm sure this feature is good because whenever the ladies is doing some work, they are always multitasking. They are never into one thing. You you will you are not going to think that a spillage is not going to happen. Definitely spillage is going to happen because ladies are going, the females are going to do a multitasking work. something or the other thing is going on in your mind. Sometimes kids will ask you to give the books and all. So if it is falling in the sink, as you just told me, if it is going to fall it in the sink also, so water is getting wastage at the end of the day. So I'm sure if you say any educated person who is there, he is not going to waste the water. Even in India, an educated person is aware that they are not going to waste the water. How
भाई
much additional,
5B ब्लॉक किधर पड़ा? 5B.
how much
I will let
additional
you know.
would you like to
Post.
give?
I will.
What do you think? I will pay 2-3 thousand rupees extra.
Right.
I will pay 2-3 thousand rupees extra. And the one is customized fill, wherein what you have is the feature with, you don't have to select the different option, but you have to customize fill. I i can customize, I will touch it and it is going to customize. In that case, you will get 1 liter. What do you think about it? You just press 1 liter, you will get only 1 liter of water. It's also good. There is nothing super amazing about it, but it is also good. Most of the household have different sizes water bottle. So do you think, for example, you have seen in my house there is one 250 ml bottle and another would be 750 ml bottle. In 750 in 1 liter also there is a difference. What do you think about this feature? It is relevant for you? No, it is not relevant for me. Preference wise, how much marks would you like to give on the scale of 1 to 7 to? Relevance wise, 1. Cost wise, would you like to pay anything additional? Nothing. 0. And this is app based. This is Wi-Fi smart function. You will get everything on your mobile about your RO. In terms of water consumption, how much water you are consuming in the day. You will get filter alert that you have to change your filter. The filter alert is there in this RO also. There is a beep kind of a thing in my RO. When you have any kind of a issue in the filter, it start beeping. Okay. So this is also the same thing. Just that you will get everything in the app or on the palm. Basically, it's a Wi-Fi connected, yes. And you can control your RO function from this. So what do you say? Basically, water consumption and customization option is a new thing. Filter change either in the app or in the RO. You are already getting call center. You are also getting for the Kent as well. And you are also getting a TDS display. That is super interesting. Thanks for you to reminding. So it is also having a TDS display. It's super amazing. Preference wise, 7. If not TDS was not mentioned, TDS would be mentioned, then it's 7. Going forward, then relevance wise, how much marks? 7. And I will give relevance wise 7. Preference wise also 7. Cost wise, to be very frank, for example, you didn't mention that feature which matters the most important, TDS. For a Wi-Fi connectivity, we are not able to understand what is the meaning of Wi-Fi connectivity today when you go out for shop. And if you will come to know Wi-Fi connectivity, we want to go with this kind of a option. My sister-in-law just got her hub and a chimney installed. It has a Wi-Fi connectivity. Then we asked our sister-in-law what actually it is. Do you get a songs also? Where is the speaker? She told me I am not aware. 2.5, 3 months she has shifted to the house, but she is not aware. As I was aware about a Wi-Fi connectivity, so I asked. So it is smart. So we have to purchase, but additional cost. How much money? If it is a Wi-Fi connectivity, I'm willing to pay 6-7 thousand rupees extra for it. I will pay 6 to 7 thousand k extra. Next is up and down water outlet, which you can adjust. That is again very nice. You can adjust it. As I told you, when there is a small water bottle, I have to hold it. I have to hold them. That feature won't go, so I can adjust it. Preference wise 7, relevance wise 7, additional cost which you are willing to pay not more than 4,000, not more than 4 to 5k. Okay, for water adjustment up and down. Then hybrid hot warm function, wherein you get a separate outlet. There is one hot water, another is lukewarm water. You will get a different tabs for a lukewarm water, hot water, and ambient water. It is very interesting feature. These are 3 different options. Very nice feature. Again, 7 for relevance and 7 for liking preference. I am willing to pay 9 to 10k extra for it. Preference relevance 7, cost 9 to 10k. Then filter. You will have additional mineral filter, which will have a copper mineral clean free technology. It is not only copper, it can have a iron, calcium. It is going to be beneficial for all age group. So as I told you, the mineral water filter will be good for every age group. Preference, for preference, how much would you rate it? 7. Relevance 7. Cost, how much you are willing to pay? I'm willing to pay 4,000 because I'm aware all brands are coming into the same thing. But as you mentioned, most brand is having a copper filter. This one is having a mineral filter. The Kent has also come up with a mineral filter. Actually, cost wise, I won't pay extra more than Kent if we consider the one which you have, that is a basic model. With that, I will pay 23-24k. Now this is 75% of the recovery rate RO filter. This I would like to understand how the wastage would be less if you have a 10 liters of the water pouring into your RO. Only 2.5 liter of the water will be wasted. Rest 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 of the water, where it is going, the wastage has reduced. Where is the, when you are going to switch on your RO, one is the inlet for the tank, one is the outlet for the wastage. Suppose there is a 10 liter of the water which you pour it into a RO. As of now, it is 30 to 40% comes in your water tank. Rest 60 to 70% goes as a wastage. In order to clean that 30% in this, the wastage is less, wherein 2.5 liter of water is get wasted. I don't believe this. Why? I completely don't believe this option. Why? Because this can't grant plus also gives this feature, but I never felt it is giving same kind of a wastage. What they're claiming, if we talk in terms of the can't, they're saying less water wastage. The water gets recycled. I, it is not saying it would recycle. It's not saying it would recycle. Can claims it is going to get recycled. So first of all, in preference wise, how much marks you will give. If it is not going to get wastage, then I will give 7. And relevance wise, do you think it is relevant? Yes. Then I have two questions. Say suppose right now 30% is of water, 30% is the recovery rate. Out of 10, 3 liter you get as a drinking water. And if they are going to bring it to the 60%, how much amount you are willing to pay as an additional cost? Right now you are getting 30% purified water, and you will start getting 60% purified water out of 10 liter. I got your point. If you get a double the amount of water, the purified water, then I will pay 3-4 thousand extra. If you get 75%, from 60 to 75%, the basic was 60, the earlier your basic was 30 and now it's 60, then I guess it would be another 5,000. 60 to 75, not 35. You are ready to pay 5k. 75% means only 25% water is going to get wasted. That 75% matters a lot. If instead of 40%, if 25% water is getting wasted, at the end of the day you are utilizing the resources. So you are saying on 30 to 60 you are ready to pay 3-4k. On a 60 to 75 you are willing to pay 5k. In 30 to 60 you can, I'm willing to pay 2 to 3k. In 60 to 75 I'm willing to pay 5k. Oh, quickly let me just show you the concepts. This is the compact size water purifier. We have seen the size, the one which you have in your house. We have couple of options here. These would be the compact size water purifier. The one which you can see is this one, the first one. So this one, which size would you prefer? This one, which one? This one. Why? Height is normally there in the kitchen. I will prefer this one. The width needs to be less. You want the sleek one, or you are you I'm okay with the breadth and height. So what do you think? If such kind of a RO is going to come, what would be your preference for that? How much marks would you give? I will give 7 for this much size. And what would be your uh, relevant 7? You find it relevant for, you have enough space. Why it is relevant for you? If the space is also going to reduce, it looks much more tidier and neater. What is the additional amount you are ready to pay for this size and shape? I'm not willing to pay anything extra for the size. Sure? Yeah, very sure. It's not like that I don't have space at all. The can't, which is your model, it is getting in 20K, and this model is also available at the store. I will give you an example. Suppose I have a refrigerator, I have this much of a space, for example. If I have to pay it even 10K extra for it, I will go for it only. But if I have this much of space, and over there, if I have to put the refrigerator, I can put any size refrigerator. Then I would prefer to have a bigger size. So in my mind, I have a higher size refrigerator. Similarly, I will talking if I'm talking about the RO, if I don't have a space, then I will be very size particular. But if I have space in my mind, then I will feel I will not pay extra for it. If it I'm having the if my space is saving, it will be fine. But I don't want to pay anything extra. Next concept I have is hands-free water purifier, which again, which you have in your Gurgaon home with a separate tap for it. So what do you think? That looks super amazing till the time its quality is good. As I told you, the tap thing defaults to breakage. Maximum 1 year it is going to get breakage. The tap thing, if that is not happening, so it looks very smart as well. I will go for it. I can pay 6 7 8,000 extra for it. How much you will give on the preference and the relevance? 7 for preference, 7 for relevance. Second concept, wherein you will have, again, you don't have to keep it on the shelf, or you don't have to hold it. You have a platform, and it has a touch function. Within touch function, you can have a measured field, the one which we were talking about, 250, 500, or 1000, or you can have a customized fill, right? So what do you think about this? 7 in terms of preference. Why 7? What appeal to you? It is that platform that appeals to you, or it is the measured field? The platform as well, measured fill as well, when I'm keeping the bottle on the shelf. So it's bit far away from it. And if that includes that feature, which is adjustable, the height of the tap is adjustable. You just mentioned that USP before. USP is there. It's a touch function, first of all, not a pulley function. Second thing, it would have measured field is better for you, or a customized thing is better for you. For me, measured field is better. So it will have that. And you would have a platform where you can keep the bottle. I think this is much better. So preference wise, you said how many marks? 6 to 7. And you want relevance wise? 6 to 7. I'm ready to pay for a height adjustable. I'm ready to pay extra if it has a fixed height. If I want to fill a smaller water bottle, when the water comes out, the droplet splashes out. So when there is a height adjustable feature, that problem resolves. How much added cost would you be ready to pay for height adjustable feature? 3 to 4,000, 2 to 3,000 rupees, 2 to 3,000 rupees extra for height adjustable to 3K, and rest of the things 6 to 5 to 6K or 6 to 7K. There is the concept. We have a pot combined with purifier. Concept 3. It's not necessary the pot is adjustable in your platform, but in this you have a two separate bottles. One is a tank bottle, which is the 2 liter, and you get a separate bottle, separate additional bottle of 1 liter. The 2 liter one would be inside, which is fixed with the storage of the RO, and this is removable, detachable. What do you think about this concept? This is with the cap or without the cap? I guess that is more important. The bottles would would be would it be a lid bottle or without a lid bottle? It would have lid. That's a good feature. Preference wise, how many marks? Preference wise, 5 to 6. Relevance wise, 5. Okay. Additional cost which you will be willing to pay, 1,000 rupees. This concept shows you not actually 1,000 as well. I don't want to pay anything. No extra cost. It's just a bottle they are giving. Why should I pay extra for it? But this bottle would have shape and size adjustable to your RO. It's okay. They can give that kind of a thing. That kind of a thing they can give it as a gift. In India, we can expect such kind of a gift. Concept 4, whatever water purifier with enhanced hygienic feature. Right, what you are getting extra in this, you are getting UV LED water sterilization. So the tap is already getting sterilized. Overall, what do you think about the concept first? Very unique. I am sure no one has thought of. Very unique concept. Preference wise, how many marks? 7. Relevance is also 7. What is the additional amount which you are willing to pay for all three combined? What all three? All three process. Five to 7,000. And just for these two are already there. These two is already there. Without this, I won't take it. She is saying this is hygiene now. So this is basic. She is ready to pay 5 to 7K for this one. If all three put together. So let me show you. I have 3 different models here. If you would have a look, these model have different specifications. And these are the features. Which one do you prefer out of the 3? Go through these if we have to talk about. Why? The first feature which I like, the touch. I, I want to have a touch feature. Then this water of 45-degree and 80-degree option, warm water. Stainless STS is stainless steel. That is another reason. Then, but you have STS in everyone. 8 liter, 5 liter. I'm okay with the 5 liter. With the feature which it is giving. I have to explain you 170 dpd. That means it is the filter rate in which your water would get filtered. So higher the GPD, is better here, the better filtration here. So better the tank filling rate, the flow or the tank filling rate will be better, more filtration at more speed. Recovery rate is a wastage. 75% concept is not there, which you have discussed. I just showed you. It's not there as of now. I will still go for this. C. Yeah. Option C. At present, I can't understand the size dimension, how much space it is going to take, but I think I can compromise with the size seeing the feature. Why you have to compromise if I don't understand, and if I have to compromise with the space and all, but I will go with many more features. So what would be the price would be for it? What do you think about this price? I was about to say 30, 31. These three are with the warm water feature, and this is the normal one. So this is the specification. Which one would you opt for? The only the difference is the hot water. These are the different variants. I would again go for this one, but then while features remain the same, only the hot water. Fine. What are the key feature which you are liking in this one? Water tank sterilization plus the water outlet sterilization, which I already told you that is the best feature which I like. Then one is GDP. Here is the liver and here is the touch. This is RO plus UV plus UF. I'm very fine with it. Okay. The cost 27,999. You're completely fine with the cost? Yes. Any extra benefit which you're getting is for some cost. And if it is not for some cost, then I can't assure it. This is how it may look like. This is the current one, which you have a liver, and this is the touch one. I will go with the touch. And these are the advantages and the disadvantages. Just the click of the button will drain the water and allow the container to release. Volume is for what? It's the volume of the water. Got it. Volume is 1000 ml and all that. The disadvantage is if there is a power cut, if there is a power cut, then no water. How is the power supply condition there in this part of Delhi? It's okay. It's not that it's always there, but you can connect it to the inverter connection. So if I need to connect it with the inverter, it is also interesting feature. It is hot and ambient, the feature wise. The then it is going to take a more power, and if it is a simple one, it won't take much power. So I don't mind. I will make sure I'm not using hot and ambient one at that time. It should be easily connected to the inverter. That is very important for me and should not drain lot of energy. For example, if I switch on the TV, my cameras are always on with the inverter. They will not drain much energy. There are lots of things that get closed. Latest technology, most of the thing get closed, but you have to connect everything. If Wi-Fi is obviously go when there is no electricity, because then you need to connect it with the inverter because you want to have a power. Do you have any additional questions? With all the feature that is it is giving, I'm okay with the 5 liters one. Have you, she mentioned about a recycling water, so that was a misinformation which is has been given. My RO is connected with the overhead tank. They even give the picture. If they check, if you even check the picture, in possibly in my house it is not possible. Then the renovation is going when a new kitchen is getting it made. But you were saying the zero waste feature. The waste feature is attractive to you. Yes, yeah, because it's a less water wastage. Even the person who came to install it, I asked him, how would you connect it with the overhead tank? It is it is much above than the everyone house. I thought it is going to give a connection in the RO. That's what I thought. It is going to go back in the RO. Zero wastage was not acceptable somehow with me because I'm sure it is not possible. Is there any specific type of mineral which you want to have? I've heard about copper and magnesium from her relative. She has heard only copper water is not good, at least in summers when there is a extreme heat condition, because because I believe it raises out the body temperature. But she heard copper and magnesium is good. Me and my husband drink lukewarm water throughout the day. We drink lukewarm water. We don't drink extremely hot. We drink lukewarm water throughout the day. That is in summers as well. How do you warm the water? I have a kettle over here, over the shelf. It is always there, and I warm the water in the kettle throughout the day. I drink the water. I try to keep the water in it, and I try to pour the water from it throughout the day. The water is in my kettle, not only for drinking, not only for drinking, also for a green tea. I will have the water from the kettle. I want to have a green tea. When the vegetable needs hot water, when you need hot water in the gravy, you can take the hot water from your kettle and you can make the gravy very easier. Do you use hot water for the tea also? Yeah, I use the same hot water for the tea also. Do you do you want to have a water on a boiling stage? I will boil the water for the tea making. Then I will boil it after 10 minutes, 15 minutes. I will drink the tea. Even for the green tea, I will boil the water. Can you show me how do you warm the water? No, it's okay. We don't want to. No, now we don't want to see the hot water thing. I think we are done. Thank you. I want to see the hot water thing other person is saying. Hot water, in which utensil you pour it from here. Can you just show us one of these cups? I will put green tea sachet or a chamomile tea. I won't open it. I will just take it from here and I pour hot water. I will just put it. You just pretend it. If you will have it, I will. That will be amazing. Would you like to have it? I will taste. Then it's fine. Do you wait for a what? Do you take a lukewarm water in a green tea? No, I will take a hot water for a green tea. Would you mind if I check who's there? No, you can go and check. Right now, they are not discussing anything. They are just waiting for respondent to come. Now the height is bit better, but not much. But before that also, my daughter used to manage. She used to take this one, although it is not very manageable for me because she is doing a water work on the jug. She will fall down. Obviously, it was a problem. Now also she is able to do. My daughter is 9 years old. Do you store your warm water in the bottle? I just store the water just to show you. I don't store the water in the bottle. I, one is my son's water bottle, one is my daughter water bottle, one is my son's water bottle, and this one is from the is for the fridge. This one I took it out from the fridge. Your kids also take this one to the schools. This is for the home usage. I don't pour it in the glass. I just have it in a bottle. And if somebody comes, I will directly pour it in a glass. and I will take the normal glasses and I'll just hold it from here and pour it the water. Again, it's not very easy. At times, I also pour the water in 1 liter bottle and I will pour it in a glass. My kids are using this water bottle for drinking. I don't store it. You don't prefer to use any cups. If I had a 1 liter water, even my kids start drinking from 1 liter bottle. So I thought it's better to have a small water bottle so my kids can drink from a small water bottle. It is be it safe and hygiene. Can you just specifically explain the each bottle usage? This is for my husband. This is kids will take to the park at time. When they go for playing, they will take it to the park. These two are for my daughter. Uh, this is red one I will use. Purple one is for my daughter, and yeah, that fluorescent yellow is for my son. And this I use for make a green tea. And that's glass bottle is for the fridge. For the cold water, I'm using this glass bottle. I just kept it outside just to show you. Otherwise, it was there in the fridge only. This is for your husband office. The bottles which your kids use for school must be. Let me check. I don't know where they have kept. They always carry it. This is my son's water bottle. Similarly, there is another one for my daughter. I don't know where she has kept it. I have two bottles. It's a 1 liter. Yeah, it's a 1 liter bottle. Can I keep it down? Yeah. How do you use this space? This space. I take out vegetable from the fridge, then peel them off. Then I keep one of the tray and plate or something. I use one of the tray. I peel the vegetable. Then I wash them one on one, and then I will keep it. Then I keep water here, 1 liter water here. I will wash that over the fresh water, which is from RO. Then I started making them. Can you just show us the tray where you cut the vegetable? I have these two, three trays in which I will in which I will put the vegetable. Where are the knives which you use for cutting? This is the bigger knife which I recently bought. These are the knives. They're just discussing among themselves. You, can you just show how you bring the water here and then you wash it? There is one more thing which I use, RO water. I use the RO water for making vermicelli and pasta. I'll show you how you put it. Should I close it? Yeah. I tell you what, why I use this boiling water again, why I have boiled it again when I have to boil pasta or something. It become easier. It saves my gas. It saves my time. When I get up early in the morning, my kids has to take care pasta in the school. I get up when I'm going to the washroom. I switch on the kettle. By the time I will come, the water is already hot, and when I'm going to put it on a gas, the pasta is going to get ready very easily. If I'm going to put the normal water, then pasta boiling will take more time. Where did you keep this water here? Even if I need it for a cooking, I want to ensure it. I want to have one this much filled water bottle in the morning, and I can use the water for cleaning the utensil as well when I'm boiling something. I think he's asking why I'm using a hot water when I'm boiling again. No, is there any case you can use a water from a water purifier instead of kettle when I'm making pulses, when I'm making rice, when I'm kneading a dough, when I'm making a pulses, when I'm making a beans. You don't have to cook the rice, but can you just show me how do you get directly the water from there? This is, uh, I'm not going to show you the first wash. Do you usually take the utensil in this manner? It depends. If I have to make, if it is at present, I am showing you the less. If it is more, then I will definitely keep it down. Do you hold the vessel to fill the water? It depends. When it is small, when I'm having a bigger utensil, I'm not, if this bigger vessel I have, if I have to fill, I will just put it on a slab and I will do my work. I'm not going to hold a bigger vessel. One question. All the concept you have seen and the USPs. You have given 7 to all of them, most of them. Which one is the best? The tap UV sterilization of tap, the tap sterilization, that is the best. Concept wise, which one? Concept wise, one was the shape and size, second one was touch one, then a Wi-Fi. This is two separate container, and this we have discussed. This you prefer, this is the best concept. I'll another tab for washing vegetable. I really like that concept. You really like the USP also. I like the that feature most, but this is going to be purified only. They have given this feature. I have closed it with it, but I am sure this is not sanitized. You can see there is a dust around, and my husband gives a good scolding for that, a good one. After every 2 3 days, how would I clean it? If a dust or insect is going to go inside, it is going to get dirty. I really like a feature. This part would be sanitized after the complete clean water. If the tap is getting dirty, in my case, so that is a very good feature which you're telling me, sterilization of the tap. Nobody sterilized this part. I'm not able to sterilize, but you can close it. But I'm not able to close. Obviously, the 1 second work is additional work. Also, she feels it is not clean as well. This again is not clean. So that's why I don't put inside. It is again a dirty thing which is going inside. At the end of the day, it is hanging. This is a mixer grinder. What it is? It is a mixer grinder. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you for your time. My pleasure. Can I use the washroom? Yeah, there.